Every little bit of weight matters when you're traveling from one gig to another. Even if you're just hauling things from the car into the venue, weight matters. You've got whatever instrument you're playing, guitars, keyboards, saxophone, you've got your microphones, your mic stands, you've got mixers, you've got a PA, you've got lighting equipment, it all adds up. And if you're like me, you've got loop pedals and pedal boards as well. Now I've been looking for a lightweight solution just to lighten the load on a couple of things. You want them to be sturdy, but also be lightweight. And I came across a company that do lightweight stands and adapters, and I reached out to them. And they've graciously sent me their Traveler series. We're talking about gravity stands. And I just want to shout out 2 products they've sent me, starting with this. This is their microphone stand. Now it has a name which is MS5311B, but basically that is the Traveler microphone stand. Now there are loads of lightweight microphone stands out there, that's fine, but then you're worried about either the weight it can hold or durability. The Traveler series has a robust lead construction. Despite its light weight, it can hold heavy loads. Now I'm talking about this right now, and actually you've already seen it. I've been using it for the past 2 months. So if you've seen any of my videos where I've been doing performances or I've been using a microphone arm, it's actually this one. Now gravity stands have a signature look where they have these rings around their locking mechanisms. They have this green ring. Now you can actually have a black ring. They actually supply that in the box if you want to change it, if you want it to be a little bit less conspicuous. But you have this one locking mechanism that really easily just locks between, and then you've got the height adjustable there. What really makes this is the base. I'm not hitting the roof, am I? So hopefully you can see that this is actually a construction which is square, and it's squared off, it's not rounded off. And being really lightweight, as I can just hold it like this, you'll hear the click. There you go. And it just clicks out, and then it just clicks back into place. Again, you've got this oversized screw, so you can just turn it and lock it down, and then use your own force to lock it into place. But it's also about how it packs up. So if I was to pack it up right now, it's actually quite small, only just a little bit shorter than the normal microphone stand, but it's incredibly light. All the plastics don't feel plasticky, they've got like a soft touch to them, almost like a rubber. These oversized clamping screws are a game changer if you're sweaty or you're setting up on stage. It's just a twist, and quite simply, you can just lock it in place. I know it's a simple thing, but believe me, when you're doing this week in, week out, that makes a huge difference. Now, the second thing they sent over is this, and this is their travel arm, or the MA3DA. And here it is. It's actually a 3-point travel arm. Now, it's got a clamp on there, and I can pretty much clamp that to anything. Some clamps, when you're clamping them, won't actually sort of fit round or clamp. This actually has quite a unique clamping mechanism, which is really useful. It kind of reminds me of ones you find in a tool shed, but when you clamp it down, it kind of grips like that, as opposed to just going up and down, and it will just fall off. So you can grip it at any point, which is really useful. And then I'm just gonna release all of these. So now I can put this in any way, shape, form that I want to, and it's got a normal head on it. I've put a little adapter on there, so I can actually put a phone stand. So if I was to just put my phone stand on there, and just twist that on, now what I can do is I can put this anywhere I want. So of course, if I was going to put that there, I could live stream really easily, and it's just separated away. I don't have to put my phone on a table where someone could take it. I don't have to put my phone on a separate stand. It's actually attached to the microphone stand, which is really useful. I don't have to put it on, like, step it up on books or anything. So I could use this maybe for my lyrics or my chords, or I could use it for live streaming. Now I've just locked this up, but I just wanted you to take note of the actual joint here, the actual joint. I'm just going to loosen it off completely, and it's 180 degrees. It doesn't matter at all, and it's 360 degrees round. I can literally just spin it round and round and round and round and round, and it doesn't matter. The ball head in here is obviously tight in, which is really good, and then once you lock it in place, it's locked. So I'm just going to set this up just over here so you can see what it looks like when it's all built up. Now, whilst you're watching me build this thing and show you what it looks like, I just want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, which is DistroKid. DistroKid are a music distribution company, so if you want to get your music out there in the world, you need to hand it to a music distributor so they can push it out to places like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Pandora, Deezer, and all the others that are out there. It's also really popular right now to get your music even out onto social media, places like Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok. Now, most music distributors have a situation where they charge you per release. DistroKid don't do that. They charge you one price per year year, which starts at $19.99. And with the link that's on the screen right now, you can actually save 7% off your first annual membership. And you can release as much music as you want to. Think about this. You could release singles, EPs, LPs, live streams, covers. Yes, you can do covers as well, and they can get you the license to make sure that you're covered. Even if you're in a band, you have a thing called teams. So if there's 4 members of the band, you can actually make sure the money gets split up evenly when it comes back to you. I just want to thank DistroKid for sponsoring the video. Have a look at the link, it's in the description box as well, and you can save 7% off your first annual membership. They have a couple of different tiers, so I'm on Musicians Plus, for example, which is 2 different outfits, and that way you can also pick the date for your release and your pre-sale as well. So thank you very much to DistroKid for sponsoring this video. Give the link a click and start distributing your music today. Now, just to put this in some kind of perspective, this is my original mic stand that I've been using for 10 plus years. Got a quite big dial here, which is quite useful, but these ones are really small, and then the one you actually use to actually take this down is, I don't know if you can see that there, is this kind of nut here. The amount of times I've trapped my finger on that nut, I have, and I'm not lying to you. The amount of times I've done it is a pain in the bum. But the other thing as well is this thing weighs 3.8 kilograms. Now, in comparison, the Traveler Series mic stand is 1.7 kilograms. And the 3D arm is 0.3 kilograms. So it's a whole kilogram lighter with the 3D arm than just this on its own. And to be perfectly honest, I can hold this with one hand, fully constructed, no problem, no strain whatsoever. Now, regarding the 3D arm, I've actually set it up in such a way where I've put a phone adapter on it. That way I can use it for lyrics or predominantly live streaming. But it doesn't stop there. I've only put this adapter on because I've got a nut on there. You can actually change it so it's here. You could have 2 microphones. The 3D arm I absolutely love. In fact, I'm going to get a couple more because they are so versatile. I could add a camera on there, I could add a second mic, I could add a phone on there, you could probably even get an adapter so you could add a tablet on there, and it just stays in place. It is so solid. I really am impressed with it. Now, you might want to swap out the gravity green rings for the black ones. They do supply them in the box, but I quite like them. I think it's easy to identify if you're in a dark environment, if you're in a gig where there's not a lot of lighting, or you're in a corner somewhere. It's just easy to see. Now, gravity stands themselves actually sell a load of different stands, right from desks, they do full desks, right through to speaker stands, microphone stands, keyboard stands, guitar racks, and they have loads of accessories that attach to those, which makes it really, really versatile. I've got a couple of links in the description box if you want to pick up the gravity stand, microphone stand, and all the accessories that are from the Traveler series. But what I'd also suggest you do is have a look at their Instagram page. They repost what people are using them for, and there's some really creative ideas there. I just want to thank Gravity Stands for sending these out to me. Now, I've actually been using Gravity's other products. So for example, when you've been seeing me with my microphone and been live streaming, I'm actually using their microphone arm, their desk microphone arm. And you may have noticed this thing in the corner with the green feet, and that is their keyboard stand, the KSX2. And that also has a thing called a rapid desk, and it's a sheet of metal that you can actually slot into the keyboard stand and turns it into a full desk. Now, I actually used that in an RC600 overview video, so if you haven't seen that video and you want to see the desk being used, check it out here.